Hello, welcome to my page called Actively Planning, doing all things weekly spread planning in my passion planner. And yes, this thing is getting chunky and I am obsessed because it just means that it's been very much loved. So anyways, there's a lot happening this week, as you can see with all the post-its of all the things that I have to remind myself of and all the things that are happening this week. So definitely having these post-its is such a lifesaver to write things down, have them there, so whenever I do this, I already have all the things that I need. So what I'm actually going to be using for this week, I'm going to be blending these from the past weeks that I've been using and that other one that kind of has the same feel. I'm going to be going with kind of like a green, so I'm going to be using these two washi tapes. Of course, I have my icon stickers, which I'm going to be using for this week, and actually every single week, let's be real. But I also have my Make ID label printer, which I pre-printed some labels for the week, and this is going to be everything that I'm going to be using for this spread. So first things first, I definitely want to be able to white out these black sections. It's just something that I love to do so that I am able to, and I actually think I'm out of whiteout. That was my last one. Oh no. Okay, anyways, yep, it's done. So anyways, the reason I like doing it, and you'll most likely see, because I am literally out of whiteout, is you can kind of see under it. I try to avoid that, and that is the reason why I do the whiteout. But because I'm literally out, I'm just going to have to make do and basically see what's underneath. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, have some fun with these washi tapes, add some tapes to different sections on here before getting into planning. So let me just go ahead and get that done. So let's get into planning here. I have all my markers. I am going to keep with this green kind of feel, so I'm definitely going to lean into and choose more of this green type of palette. It's just something that I want to do for this week compared to the previous weeks where I was kind of doing all the different colors. Just having fun and experimenting, and that's actually something that I haven't talked about in a while, and I kind of wanted to talk again because I know I have new eyes on this YouTube channel, so I definitely want to be able to bring it back. But there's something so special about being able to experiment with your creativity every single week in something like this. Obviously, it is still a planner. It is something that, you are recording what is happening during your week. If you have meetings, if you use it for work, if you use it for school, if you use it for personal reasons, whatever it is that you do, you still have the advantage of being able to be creative with it. I know that there is so many people out there that use their planners very, very differently, and you kind of experiment by watching other people, aka watching this channel or this video, but you being able to kind of experiment every single week and see what feels best for not just your schedule, but how you want to be able to, take a look at your planner, because let's be real, this is what's going to be out there for the next 7 days if you are doing a weekly spread. But it's something that you can always, every single time, experiment with new layouts, ways of putting, the things in your time blocker, the way that you use your colors, the way that you use all the stickers, the washi tape, the different sections in this planner. So you being able to experiment every single week is such a great value for, using your creativity, but then also being productive in this way. Because again, I'm always going to say this is still a planner, but you being able to at least have fun in that aspect is such a great outlet. And that has been one of my greatest things and my favorite things when it comes to this planner. It not only keeps me, making sure that I get everything done, but it is also my way of being creative and kind of reflecting that creativity in a way that is productive, if that even makes sense. I think it does. But it's so fun to be able to try new things, do different things every single week, aka this week, I added some washi tape onto the edges. There's been other weeks where I add washi tape into the middle of the sections. So it's all experimenting and seeing what feels good. And that's what I love about it. There is literally no right or wrong when it comes to using and doing anything in your planner. You are in control of it. And let's say something doesn't feel right or doesn't look right. Next week, you can do something different. You can try something different. That's why I love watching other people's videos and seeing other people's posts, especially on Instagram when it comes to using their planner. So anyways, it is just a great opportunity to experiment and have fun. That is the most important part. We still want to enjoy the whole process. Please, please, please never seek the perfection, because it's unrealistic and also it's not that fun. Let's be real. So I hope that kind of sparks a little, insight when it comes to using your own planner and trying new things every single week, because it's great. It's awesome. It's awesome being able to use it to your advantage, but then also use it to express yourself. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up all of this planning here before going into the next part. Okay, let's go into this bottom right section where it's usually where I write down the quote of the week. And this week's quote is, "What's the best that could happen?" And I love this because it is literally the opposite of what we ask ourselves all the time. Instead of asking yourself what is the worst that can happen and that triggering your brain to search for all the negative and all the bad things that can happen, instead ask yourself what is the best that can happen. What are those things that, you know, can push you forward, that can be the positive outcome that you want for whatever the circumstance or whatever is happening. And I love being able to reframe things like this because it puts it in a more positive perspective rather than all of the negative and having that negative in your forefront. So I love this quote, especially for this week. As you can see, it's very empty between my Thursday and Sunday. There is a reason. We are traveling for my other grandfather's funeral this weekend, so it's kind of something that I need to have for myself. What is the best that could happen in a situation like this? So let me go ahead, kind of erase some of these pencil on it, and then go to the next part. So even though we are having a very different week this week, I'm still going to maintain and try my best. That is what I'm going to keep saying to myself. I'm going to try my best and do my best when it comes to my tracker here, because if you watch my previous videos, you know that this tracker is basically how I stay accountable to myself and my business, which means how I stay accountable to my clients in my wellness group. So I definitely still want to stay as active as I can. My people do know what is happening, so I do have resources for them on how they can reach me, if they can't reach me, who to contact, all of those things. But I still want to maintain this tracker for my own sake of doing the best that I can and keeping things as normal as I can given the circumstance. But it's just something that I love to do every single week because, again, it is something that I can go back to and see what are the things that are going well, what's going wrong, what can I improve, what can I change, all of those different things. So I just love being able to have a tracker every single week. So let me just go ahead and finish this up. Okay, let's go into adding a few more things before having some fun with some stickers, but I'm actually going to be mixing and matching 2 stickers to make one big one because I don't have a big one that I would like to be using. So that is what I love most, and it kind of goes back to experimenting. I've done this before where I kind of cut and paste or like put 2 and 2 together and kind of blend them so it kind of looks like one big solid, you know, sticker or column. So this whole section I'm actually going to be doing for my gratitude. Again, it is just something, one thing a day that is positive, that was impactful, and that I'm grateful for. And this is where I usually write them down. And it's just something that keeps that positivity in my forefront. I'm constantly like searching for the good rather than constantly searching for the bad. So that is something that I do every single week. And then of course I have all of my goals every single week, and I'm actually going to add it down here. Usually if you watch my videos before, my Sunday section is usually where I add in my goals. But because I actually have plans on Sunday, I can't really be covering up that whole day. So I definitely still have space to obviously add my goals, add the things for Sunday, and then now I'm actually going to, I'm gonna have to kind of cover some things up here. No, it's fine. I'm gonna be using these little circles for my to-dos, kind of changing things up, but I'm gonna add these, and then obviously I'm gonna have some fun with some stickers. But these 4 little sections that I add here at the end are super important to me because make sure everything I get done gets done in the right timing, but then also it keeps me focused on the goals and what I want to achieve every single week. And yes, even with a very different type of week, I still set goals for myself because they are a priority to me. And even though there are things out of my control that are happening this week. I know there are things in my control, and that is achieving my goals, or at least working on my goals. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm adding some checkboxes here, but then gonna have some fun with some stickers. And here is the spread. Obviously, I'll be filling in more information or stuff in here. I'm doing it more for, privacy's sake, but I'm definitely super happy about this spread. It is a little bit more simple compared to my other spreads, but there's a reason behind that. I need the space, or the empty space. But anyways, hopefully this was inspiring, hopefully it was motivating, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here for another video very soon. Okay, bye!